Hey guys, remember how I said I was gonna do a video on this guy like almost 2 weeks ago? Oh, I'm so funny. So yeah, I blame the SAT. I definitely got 4 answers wrong on that thing. Anyway. Hi guys, I'm Vic, and today I'll be presenting to you my high-grade Universal Century Cold Districts Gyan. I think I titled it the high-grade Universal Century Gyan Cold Districts type. Whatever. I'm going to be showing off what I did to it and a review on the Gyan itself. So, as you can see, I have applied quite a few water slide decals from Samuel Decal, I believe. I won it as part of the Summer War prize on Gundam Eclipse. It was a little bonus in addition to my high-grade Universal Century Unicorn Gundam Destroy Mode and Banshee Destroy Mode. So yeah, those are pretty neat. Some yellowed insignias all over the place, and some numbers. And some at the back. Whoa, these knees are kind of weak. So yeah, I think they look pretty nice. As far as mods go, for the mono eye, I used a pink clear crystal bead instead of any sort of paint or the mono eye sticker. And for the beam saber blade, I've basically just shaved a bit of plastic off to make it more textured. As far as painting goes, I used Krylon Oxford Blue satin for basically, well, you can tell, can't you? Krylon Satin White for the rest of the body, basically. What was that? Oh well, whatever. Metallic Silver for the, the beam saber, the beam sword handle, the jetpack, and the shield's handle. And some acrylic pewter gray by Apple Barrel for the shield. Anyway, I chose these paints to give it a kind of Arctic combat color scheme and call it the Cold Districts type. Now, I know you guys know that probably know that the Gym Cold Districts type is more like white and light gray. And some red, but I just felt that wasn't really Cold Districts type enough, I guess. I don't know, it just didn't seem like it was suited for Arctic combat all that much. So I just went with this and called it Cold Districts. Now I painted the shield metallic silver because I thought, they're fighting in snow, and snow reflects a lot of light, so a lot of light would reflect off the shield and blind the enemy pilots, maybe. In case you guys were wondering. Taking a look at what's left of the box, you can see the model number and some stats up there, some old style high-grade Universal Century artwork. You don't get an unpainted picture of the kit, unfortunately, because this is like number 2 in the high-grade Universal Century lineup. And it retails for, let's see now, 800 yen. And has no ABS plastic, which is to be expected. These are the colors the kit was originally molded in. Light purple for the limbs, a dull mustard yellow for the beam saber handle and the shield's middle section, clear yellow for the beam saber blade, gray for the joints, and dark purple for everything else. And not pictured is the dark red shield, because I already painted that at that point. As far as articulation goes, the head is mounted on a ball joint, just one. So you can move forward and back, side to side, and rotate. The arms are mounted on pegs, so they can't move forward or backward or up and down. But it can rotate all the way around if I pull it out a little, because I don't want to scratch any paint. And it can go out this... I'll do it on the other arm, actually. It's less hindered by the shield. Out that far, about 90 degrees. The elbows are mounted on a polycap connecting to the upper arm, so they can swivel there and bend 90 degrees. And the hands are mounted on pegs rather than ball joints. I have the twisting outward hand, but you also get a normal straight pegged right hand. You don't get a waist joint per se, but you do get a hip joint that can move like this, kind of like the recent high grade hip joints. And the hips are just mounted on ball joints, so they can go out this far in total and move forward until it hits the waist skirt, front skirts, which are immobile, and the back skirts, which are also immobile. no, not even the back skirts, just that far. The knees are actually pretty good. They're double jointed, polycap that's surprisingly tight, but they can bend about 135 degrees. The ankles are, the ankles are probably the worst part of this kit. They're mounted on a ball joint that extends like up here, not straight up, but like diagonally. So they can swivel a little, go forward and back a little, and and rotate barely. So yeah, any impressive articulation in the knees is definitely hindered by the ankles. In terms of accessories, you get the shield, the shield, which is on a little attachment piece to the arm, on a handle, and two clasps that hold in through friction, and it has two hinges, so that it can come forward like this, which is pretty neat. The shield is probably one of the best parts of this kit, along with the beam saber. It's pretty simple, just a large blade and a two-piece handle. And in addition to that, you get 4 hide bombs, I think they were called. They were originally molded in dull mustard yellow, but I painted them white because this is for cold districts combat, so it can blend in with the snow. And that's about it for accessories. Size comparisons with the high-grade Universal Sentry RX-78-2. The Gyan is actually 19.9 meters tall, making it taller than some of the Unicorn high grades, which is pretty surprising, considering the age and the price of this kit. So you do get your money's worth of plastic. Now this thing's posability is kind of limited, so and the shield is also kind of front heavy, so yeah, be careful when posing it, but it can hold the shield to the front, like so. He can also do a kind of decent looking stabby pose, I guess. It does kind of look like he's trying to stab the Gundam. I don't know. And a little slashing pose, although I really can't utilize the knees because of the crappy ankles, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because the knees themselves are actually pretty good. Admittedly, I'm probably just going to have him standing here looking menacing most of the time. Overall, this kit is actually not that bad. Of course, it was a bit hard to paint because of the numerous seam lines all over the place. I spent well over an afternoon getting rid of them, and even then I did botch that one up on the leg because of the temperature being around 40 degrees, I guess. Well, Fahrenheit. I'm not too sure what happened there. But it split open, so, well after it dried. But anyway, the proportions do look decent. Better than how it was animated, of course. The color separation was also excellent. The only stickers you got or needed were the pink mono eye sticker, the black around the mono eye, and a light green sticker for the chest. Of course, I ditched all those because I was painting this. The accessories are, you get all the accessories that were depicted in the anime, which is a big plus, although it really wasn't all that much. But then again, you do get a lot of plastic for the price, only 800 yen, and it's quite tall, especially for its time. So yeah, if you're a fan of the Gyan, definitely pick this up. You won't regret it, because it's a pretty good representation of the Gyan. But if you're not a fan of the Gyan, then don't bother, because there's still nothing spectacular about this kit. Well, there's nothing that this kit does particularly well, and there are plenty of better options for a little bit more money. And even then, at the same price, you can get the gun cannon, which had better articulation, I believe, and better stability. So this is Vic, and I'll see you guys at the next review. Bye.